Wow, I just had to release a lot. It's full moon. It's like past, it's like 1 o'clock, 1:09 a.m. 1:09 a.m. And it's like, I just met up with some old friends. My friend came back from Japan. He's in the Navy, and he just got married last winter, and is like, to see them together as a couple, and he's been out on the ship and stuff, and it's like, played this card game called Cards Against Humanity. It's just like, really, like, I was in this space where it's like I'm really telepathic, like in reading the energies and like clearing out and raising the vibrations by passing them through my way in my heart. And it's like I was able to like stay in this place of goodness through it, and like recognize who I was, and not to get lost in other people's energies like I have done like my whole life. And so it's like I've grown as a soul. And went to the bar here. I don't drink, so it's like I just hung out there and ate some popcorn and drank a Sprite, which I usually don't like to drink Sprites, but it's like, Sprites, and talking to one of my friends, and really like people really open to me. And he's like, it's like helping my friend cut cords, and also cutting cords and attachments to my old life. And I felt like I kind of already done that before, and so wasn't really necessarily doing that, but just like fully being in my power and seeing myself and how much I've grown. And so it's 1:11 a.m. and it's like just seeing this sign here, DNA. It's like I'm evolved, man. I've awoken my Kundalini, and I'm crowning at the time. Like I'm crowning like this first wave of ascension, and the people that are like the last crest of this first ascension wave is like crowning right now. Like this wave is crowning, and it's like it's like I feel like I was born again 2 years ago, and it's like now I'm being fully birthed into this new reality. And it's like I was born again into my heart, and now it's like I'm finding that space between my heart and my brain. And it's like we're crowning right now, and it's like we're being born into this and fully stepping into our alignment and our life path. And so I just wanted to do a video, and like it was so cool seeing my friend Seth and seeing where my other friends are at. And, you know, so, like my friend Landon, he's still kind of in the shit, and it's like I feel like he's an indigo and like really sensitive, and was kind of on the medications as a child and the pills like I was. And it was like he's out of that now, but he's just kind of a pothead, and I mean that's okay. And it's like she's just really expressing like a lot of hurt, you know. And so it's like I was like really feeling his heart, and it feels good to be able to step away from that situation after I was there to communicate and have a conversation with him, and to not be overly heavy of other people's stuff. And like it was like I was processing so much people's emotional stuff to like grow with my emotional intelligence, you know, like my EQ. Like feel like humanity is learning about emotional intelligence, or at least coming back into this new emotional intelligence of the heart, where we've been learning about our IQ, our intelligence in our brain, and in that part. But now it's time to plug back into the heart, and that's what I did 2 years ago. now it's like I'm finding that space between the two, and I'm getting out of this like tornado of like the Wizard of Oz, man. And now I'm like just finding that space where it's like I was at my cousin's a few months ago in Omaha, and it's like just doing a lot of Kundalini, a lot of breath work, and it was like the Kundalini was going up so fast and got to a certain point where it was like pinged, like I call this thing pinging, where it's like I ping and then it like comes down, but this time it was like it got so high that it was like a geyser shooting up my spine and a waterfall coming down at the same time. And it was like the divine masculine, all energy outside of creation was just flowing this life force in, and at the same time this deep well of a geyser from within my earth was just, and it was like the waters were just passing through each other simultaneously, and it was just whoa. And it was like I feel grounded and integrated with that energy now, and it's like this endless falling up feeling. And I think that's the energy channels where the masculine one's flowing down and the feminine's flowing up, and it's like once they align, it's like this endless falling feeling in a way, but endless falling up is the way I describe it. And it's like so amazing. So I figured I'd share that with you, and this billboard right here, where I thought it was really cool because it's like I've constructed this DNA, and I think it's also about birthing a new humanity and birthing new humans. Oh, and I just noticed this, it's an 8. If you see that where the gray parts are, it's like a figure 8, which is like infinity, or like the twin flame energy, the divine masculine, divine feminine, the Kundalini. I think really feel like that's what that's what twin flame is. Kundalini, that's what twin flame is. And then once you align with yourself and all the energies within yourself, then you are aligned with your external counterpart that has, I feel like, is predetermined ahead of time. And so I feel like I've been going through this process and having so many dreams. Like I had this dream about on this boat with this like angel on the back of it, like pumping up a hot air balloon. And it was like when I was in Sedona a month ago, I was there for a month. It was like seeing hot air balloons every day as I'm doing this breath work and this Reiki and clearing out blocks and just like really clearing out my aura and integrating new light codes so I can align with my life partner. And it is like, I feel like this dream is really synchronistic, where it was like the dream was completed the other night, because where it ended for me is like I was by this door where it's like everything was, where I was eavesdropping on this conversation, this doorway with these people. And gosh, I had it the other night of what that doorway meant, but I can't remember it now. As I was walking alongside this fence, and then it was like ended up being this arena or this event center, which was all symbolic, but it meant like cleaning up. And it was like that dream came to a completion, at least that part of it, because where it ended, and I can't quite remember it, but it was like this booth or like this stand. And I think when I was the other night, I found this photo booth, and so I think it represents a family portrait. And it's like these dreams and all these symbols in these dreams, it's like they're guidelines to steer you in the right direction, but they don't for sure certainly tell you how it's gonna end up. It's just like Jesus keeps telling me, he's like, I'm painting you a picture. It's like you only see like a partial picture, and it can get scary, and you're not knowing what the full portrait or the painting is gonna be. But you know, it's like you're painting in the dark, and then once you unveil this painting, you see the portrait, and then you can go and paint other portraits and paintings. So yeah, figured I'd share that with you, and I need to get going back to my parents, and hopefully these next day or a few days I'll really know when I can meet up with my divine light partner. I feel in my heart says who this is, and I feel like it's inappropriate to like push so hard, but it's like I feel like right now I really just gotta push this person a little bit, and just like really not take no for an answer, and be like, hey, like I don't really want to like change your mind, but I think your mind is gonna change anyways. I think that's just because I mean, my dreams are saying this, and it's like I'm not attached to it, but I just come to this conclusion every time, and through so many dreams that I've had, just so many, I guess, synchronicities. And synchronicities don't always mean that exactly, but it's just like my heart's just saying this. No matter how many times I let go, it's just like my heart just like, it's like this won't go away, and I just, it's not attached, it's like circulating, and it's not like it's orbiting my energy field, even though I've seen that it has before. It's just like there's such a deep connection here that I've never really felt like I had with anyone else, and it's just like, other than myself, and it's just like, it won't go away no matter how much hard I try, no matter how much I like try to clear it out. It's just like, it just gets stronger. And so I feel like that's where a lot of this passion and this fire gets built within me. Is like, this person's like, oh no, I just don't feel the same way or whatever. It's like, well, you don't understand that we are the same way, and so you're just feeling yourself. And so it's like the other half to your shell, you know. It's like the shells get separated, but you know, they come back together, and that pearl that's in the center of the shell is the same pearl and bubble of light that's within your heart is with mine. It's just, I don't know how else to explain it. So you know, maybe it's not meant to be, but my heart just won't shut up about this, so I definitely ain't attached to what it is, and just allow it to flow. Done with this video. Love.